An apology means nothing if you had to ask for it. An apology loses its meaning the moment it has to be pulled out of someone instead of offered freely, because remorse that is really does not need reminders, and accountability that is honest does not wait to be cornered before it speaks. There is something deeply exhausting about being hurt and then having to guide the other person step by step toward acknowledging the damage. As if your pain must first be proven, explained, justified, and translated before it earns the right to be taken seriously, and by the time the words "I'm sorry" finally arrive, they no longer feels like care, they feels like compliance. Because an apology is not supposed to be a response to pressure, it's supposed to be a response to conscience. It should rise naturally from the discomfort of knowing you causes harm, from the awareness that your words, your silence, or your actions left a mark you cannot ignore, from the simply human instinct that says, I see what I did, and I refuse to pretend it didn't matter. But when you have to ask for it, when you have to dissect the situation, defend your feelings, and almost negotiate for acknowledgement, something essential has already been lost. Not just the apology, but the safety that comes from knowing your pain would have matters even if you never spoke about it. And let us be honest here, because truth spoken with tenderness still deserves boldness. People who genuinely value you do not need a courtroom to admit when they were wrong. They do not wait for evidence. They do not hide behind pride while you sit there carrying the emotional weight of something they created. They notice, they reflect, they come forward, not perfectly, not dramatically, but sincerely. Because accountability is not about looking good. It's about being right with yourself and right with the person you affected. A forced apology may close a conversation, but it really heals a wound, because healing begins the moment the other person recognizes with humility without being instructed to do so. The moment they understand that their impact matters more than their intention, the moment they choose responsibility over defensive. And you must be careful not to settle for words that arrive only after you have begged for them, because over time that pattern teaches people that your pain is negotiable, that your boundaries are flexible, and that acknowledgement is something they can delay until you can no longer stay silent.